Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Channel English Talk Daily.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Jack. On this channel, we help you speak English naturally and confidently.
If you enjoyed today's lesson, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us continue making videos for you.
Yes, thank you so much for your support. So, Emily, what are we talking about today?
Today, we have a really practical topic. We're going to learn how to talk about your morning to night routine in English.
That's right. From morning to night, we'll show you how to describe everything you do during your day.
This is so useful because talking about routines is something we do all the time. When you meet new people, when you chat with friends, or even in job interviews.
Exactly. So let's start with a simple question. Emily, how was your morning today?
My morning was good, thank you. I woke up at 6:30, I made a cup of coffee, and I checked my emails. How about you, Jack?
I had a relaxing morning. I woke up at 7, I took a shower, and then I had breakfast. Just toast and eggs.
That sounds nice and simple. See, everyone? We're already talking about routines. It's that easy.
Yes, and today we're going to practice this together. We'll go through a full day from the moment you wake up until you go to bed.
So get comfortable, grab a notebook if you want to take notes, and let's begin.
Okay, let's start with the morning. Emily, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Well, the very first thing is I open my eyes. But after that, I usually turn off my alarm.
Yes, the alarm. I hate that sound, but I need it. Otherwise, I sleep too long.
Me too. So we can say, I wake up at 7 a.m. or my alarm goes off at 7 a.m.
Good phrases. And what do you do after you turn off the alarm?
Sometimes I stay in bed for a few more minutes. I check my phone, I look at messages.
Ah, yes, many people do that. We can say, I check my phone or I scroll through social media.
Right. But then it's time to get up. So I say, I get out of bed.
Perfect. Now, what's next?
Next, I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, I wash my face, and I use the toilet.
Those are essential morning activities. Let me repeat them. I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I use the toilet.
Very clear. And after that?
After that, I take a shower. I use soap and shampoo. The water is usually warm, sometimes hot.
I love a hot shower in the morning. It wakes me up. So we say, I take a shower or I have a shower.
Both are correct. After my shower, I dry myself with a towel.
Yes, I dry myself or I dry off with a towel. Then I get dressed.
Getting dressed is important. We can say, I put on my clothes or I get dressed.
And if you want to be specific, you can say, I put on jeans and a t-shirt or I put on a dress.
Good examples. Now, let's talk about breakfast. Emily, what do you usually eat for breakfast?
I usually have toast with butter and jam. Sometimes I add a banana or an apple.
That's healthy. I like to eat cereal with milk or sometimes eggs and bacon.
Yum. And don't forget drinks. I drink coffee or I drink tea or I drink orange juice.
Yes, drinks are important. I always have coffee in the morning. I can't start my day without it.
Me too. So let's practice saying this. I have breakfast at 8 a.m. I eat toast and I drink coffee.
Perfect sentence. Now, after breakfast, what do you do?
After breakfast, I prepare for work. I pack my bag, I check I have my keys and my wallet.
Good. We can say, I pack my bag, or I get my things ready.
And then I leave the house or I go out.
Right. Now let's talk about commuting. How do you get to work, Emily?
I usually take the bus. Sometimes I drive my car if the weather is bad.
So you can say, I take the bus, or I drive to work, or I walk to work.
Exactly. And if you use a train, you say, I take the train or I catch the train.
What time do you usually arrive at work?
I arrive at work around 9 a.m. I try not to be late.
Yes, being on time is important. So we say, I arrive at work at 9, or I get to work at 9.
Perfect. So let's do a quick summary of the morning routine. Are you ready, Jack?
Ready.
I wake up at 7 a.m. I turn off my alarm. I get out of bed. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I take a shower. I get dressed. I have breakfast. I leave the house. I take the bus. I arrive at work.
Excellent. That's a complete morning routine. Everyone watching, try to say your own morning routine. Use these phrases.
Yes, practice makes perfect. Now let's move to the afternoon.
Okay, now we're at work or at school. Emily, what do you usually do during the day?
Well, I work in an office, so I spend most of my time at my desk. I answer emails, I attend meetings, I work on projects.
Those are typical work activities. Let's practice those phrases. I answer emails. I attend meetings. I work on projects.
And if you're a student, you can say, I go to class, I take notes, I do homework.
Right. What about breaks? Do you take breaks during the day?
Yes, I take a short break in the morning. I usually drink more coffee or I chat with my coworkers.
Coffee again. So we say, I take a break, or I have a coffee break.
Exactly. And then it's time for lunch. Jack, what time do you have lunch?
I have lunch at 1 p.m. It's a bit late, but that's my schedule.
That's okay. Everyone has different schedules. So I have lunch at 1 or I eat lunch at 1.
What do you usually eat for lunch?
It depends. Sometimes I bring lunch from home. I pack a sandwich or a salad.
So you can say, I bring lunch from home, or I pack my lunch.
Yes. And other times I buy lunch from a restaurant or a cafe.
Right. I buy lunch, or I go to a restaurant.
And if you eat at your desk, you say, I eat lunch at my desk.
I do that sometimes when I'm very busy. What about after lunch?
After lunch, I go back to work. I continue working until the evening.
So I go back to work, or I return to work, or I continue working.
Exactly. And if you have more meetings, you say, I have another meeting, or I attend a conference call.
What time do you finish work?
I finish work at 5 p.m., but some people finish earlier or later.
Right. So we say, I finish work at 5, or I leave work at 5, or I clock out at 5.
Clock out is a bit informal, but people use it.
Yes, I like that phrase. Okay, so after work, what do you do?
After work, I usually go home. Sometimes I stop at the supermarket to buy groceries.
Good. I go home or I head home, and I stop at the supermarket or I buy groceries.
Yes, And if you go to the gym, you say, I go to the gym or I work out.
Do you work out, Emily?
Sometimes I try to exercise 3 times a week. I go for a run or I do yoga.
That's great. So, I go for a run, or I do yoga, or I work out at the gym.
Exactly. What about you, Jack? Do you exercise?
Not as much as I should, but sometimes I play basketball with my friends.
That counts. I play basketball or I play sports.
Yes. Okay, let's talk about what happens when you arrive home.
When I arrive home, the first thing I do is I take off my shoes. Then I change into comfortable clothes.
Good. I take off my shoes. I change into comfortable clothes, or I change my clothes.
Yes. And if you're very formal at work, you might say, I change out of my work clothes.
Right. Then what?
Then I relax a little. Maybe I sit on the couch, I watch TV, or I check my phone.
So, I relax on the couch. I watch TV. I check my phone.
Yes. Some people also say, I unwind, which means the same as relax.
That's a nice word. I unwind after work.
Perfect. Now let's move to the evening routine.
Okay, we're now in the evening. Emily, what time do you usually have dinner?
I usually have dinner around 7 p.m., sometimes a bit earlier if I'm very hungry.
So, I have dinner at 7, or I eat dinner at 7.
Right. And we can talk about who cooks. Do you cook, Jack?
Sometimes I cook, but often I order food. I'm not the best cook.
That's honest. So we can say, I cook dinner, or I prepare dinner, or I make dinner.
And if someone else cooks, you say, my wife cooks dinner, or my mom makes dinner.
Yes. And if you order food, you say, I order takeout, or I order delivery.
What do you usually eat for dinner?
It varies. Sometimes I cook pasta, sometimes rice with vegetables, sometimes chicken with salad.
Those sound delicious. So you can describe your dinner. I eat pasta, or I have chicken and rice.
Exactly. And after dinner?
After dinner, I usually wash the dishes. I don't like doing it, but it has to be done.
I understand. I wash the dishes, or I do the dishes, or I clean up the kitchen.
Yes, and if you have a dishwasher, you say, I load the dishwasher, or I put the dishes in the dishwasher.
Right. So after cleaning up, what do you do?
After that, I spend time with my family. We sit together, we talk about our day, we laugh.
That's really nice. I spend time with my family, or I talk with my family.
Yes, or if you live alone, you might call a friend. I call my friend, or I chat with my friend.
Good. And many people watch TV in the evening, right?
Oh, yes, I love watching TV. I watch series, movies, or the news.
So I watch TV, or I watch a movie, or I watch my favorite show.
Exactly. What else do people do in the evening?
Some people read books. I read a book, or I read before bed.
That's relaxing. I sometimes play video games or browse the internet.
So I play video games, or I browse the internet, or I surf the web.
Yes. And some people have hobbies. Maybe they draw, they paint, they play music.
Right. I draw, I paint, I play the guitar.
Those are great hobbies. What about you, Emily? What's your hobby?
I like to read, and I also like gardening. I take care of my plants.
That's wonderful. I take care of my plants, or I water my plants.
Yes. Okay, now let's move to the night routine.
All right, it's getting late now. What time do you usually start getting ready for bed, Emily?
I usually start around 10 p.m. I try not to stay up too late because I need good sleep.
That's smart. So I get ready for bed or I prepare for bed.
Yes. What do you do before bed?
First, I turn off the TV or I close my laptop. Then I go to the bathroom again.
Right. I turn off the TV, or I close my laptop, or I put away my phone.
And in the bathroom, I brush my teeth again, I wash my face, and sometimes I take a shower if I didn't take one in the morning.
So I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I take a shower.
Yes, we already know these phrases from the morning. They're the same at night.
Exactly. And then?
Then I put on my pajamas. They're comfortable clothes for sleeping.
Good. I put on my pajamas, or I change into my pajamas.
Right. And if you want to be more specific, you can say, I put on my pajama pants and my t-shirt.
Perfect. What else do you do?
I set my alarm for the next morning. I don't want to forget or I'll sleep too late.
Yes, that's important. I set my alarm, or I set my alarm for 7 a.m.
Exactly. And then I get into bed.
So I get into bed, or I go to bed, or I climb into bed.
Yes, all of those are correct. Do you do anything in bed before you sleep?
Sometimes I read a book for a few minutes. It helps me relax.
That's a good habit. I read before I fall asleep, or I read in bed.
Yes, some people also listen to music or podcasts.
Right. I listen to music, or I listen to a podcast.
And then finally, you fall asleep.
Yes, I fall asleep or I go to sleep.
And we hope you sleep well. I sleep well, or I have a good night's sleep.
Perfect. So that's the complete day from morning to night.
Let's do a quick summary of the evening and night routine. Ready?
Ready.
I have dinner at 7. I wash the dishes. I spend time with my family. I watch TV. I get ready for bed at 10. I brush my teeth. I put on my pajamas. I set my alarm. I get into bed. I read for a few minutes. I fall asleep.
Excellent summary. Everyone, try to make your own routine like this. It's great practice.
Okay, Jack. Before we finish, I think we should talk about something important.
What's that?
Common mistakes. When people talk about their routines, they often make the same mistakes.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's help everyone avoid these mistakes.
Okay, mistake number 1, using the wrong tense.
Can you explain?
Sure. When you talk about your daily routine, you should use the simple present tense, not past, not future, but present.
So, I wake up at 7 is correct, not I woke up at 7, if you're talking about your routine.
Exactly. I woke up at 7 is only for yesterday, but I wake up at 7 is your routine, what you do every day.
Good point. So, I eat breakfast at 8, not I ate breakfast at 8, for routines.
Perfect. Mistake number 2, forgetting the S with he or she.
Oh, this is very common.
Yes, if you talk about someone else's routine, you need to add S to the verb.
For example,
He wakes up at 7, not he wake up at 7. The S is important.
She eats breakfast at 8, not she eat breakfast.
Exactly. This is a small mistake, but very common.
Okay, what's mistake number 3?
Mistake number 3 is using make and do incorrectly.
What do you mean?
Well, in English, we say make breakfast, but do the dishes. Some students get confused.
Ah, I see. So I make breakfast is correct, but I make the dishes is wrong. It should be I do the dishes.
Exactly. And we say make the bed, not do the bed.
So I make my bed means you arrange your bed nicely in the morning.
Yes. And we say do homework, not make homework.
These little differences are tricky.
They are, but with practice, you'll remember. Mistake number 4, saying take a breakfast.
Oh, I hear this mistake a lot.
Yes. In English, we don't say take a breakfast. We say have breakfast or eat breakfast.
So I have breakfast at 8 is correct. I take a breakfast is wrong.
Exactly. We do say take a shower and take a break, but not take a breakfast.
English is confusing sometimes.
It is, but that's why we're here to help. Okay, last mistake. Mistake number 5, using go to home.
Oh, yes, this is a big one.
Many students say, I go to home, but this is incorrect. The correct way is, I go home.
No to is needed, just I go home.
Exactly. But we do say, I go to work, or I go to school, or I go to the store.
So to is needed with work, school, and store, but not with home.
Correct. English has many little rules like this.
Okay, let's do a quick practice. I'll say a sentence, and you tell me if it's correct or wrong. Ready, Emily?
Ready.
I wake up at 7.
Wrong. If you're talking about yesterday, use past tense. Yesterday, I woke up at 7.
Correct. Next one. She brush her teeth every morning.
Wrong. Don't forget the S. She brushes her teeth every morning.
Very good. Last one. I take a breakfast before work.
Wrong. We don't say take a breakfast. Say I have breakfast before work or I eat breakfast before work.
Perfect. Everyone watching, remember these common mistakes. They're easy to fix once you know them.
Yes, and don't feel bad if you made these mistakes before. Everyone does. The important thing is to learn and improve.
Okay, Emily. I think it would be helpful to do a quick role play. This will show everyone how to use these phrases in a real conversation.
Great idea. Okay, let's pretend we just met at a party and we're getting to know each other.
Perfect. I'll start. Hi, my name is Jack. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jack. I'm Emily. Nice to meet you too.
So, Emily, tell me about yourself. What do you do?
I work as a teacher. I teach English. What about you?
I work in an office. I'm a marketing manager. So, what's your daily routine like?
Well, I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I take a shower, I have breakfast, and then I drive to school. What about you?
I wake up at 7. I'm not a morning person. I quickly get dressed, I grab a coffee, and I take the train to work.
That sounds busy. What time do you finish work?
I finish around 6 p.m. Then I go to the gym or I meet friends. How about you?
I finish teaching at 4 p.m. Then I go home, I prepare dinner, and I usually relax by watching TV or reading.
That sounds nice and balanced. Do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I love reading and gardening. What about you?
I like playing basketball, and I also enjoy cooking on weekends.
That's great. Well, it was nice talking to you, Jack.
You too, Emily. Have a great evening.
You too. Bye.
Okay, that was our role play. See how we used all the routine phrases naturally?
Yes. Everyone watching, try to do a similar conversation with a friend or even practice by yourself.
It's great practice, and it helps you remember the phrases.
Well, Jack, that was a fantastic lesson. We covered so much today.
We really did, from waking up in the morning to going to bed at night.
Let's do a quick summary for everyone watching.
Great idea. Today, we learned how to talk about your daily routine in English.
We started with the morning routine. We learned phrases like I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I have breakfast, I leave the house.
Then we talked about the afternoon. We learned I arrive at work, I have lunch, I finish work, I go home.
We covered the evening routine. I have dinner, I wash the dishes, I spend time with family, I watch TV.
And finally, the night routine. I get ready for bed, I brush my teeth, I put on my pajamas, I set my alarm, I fall asleep.
We also discussed common mistakes like using the wrong tense, forgetting the S, and saying take a breakfast.
And we did a quick role play to show how to use these phrases in a real conversation.
The most important thing to remember is that talking about routines is easy. Just use simple present tense and describe what you do every day.
Exactly. And practice, practice, practice. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they'll become.
Now it's time for our favorite part, the question of the day.
Yes. Today's question is, what time do you wake up in the morning?
This is a simple question and everyone can answer it. Jack, what time do you wake up?
I wake up at 7 a.m. on weekdays, but on weekends I sleep until 9 or 10.
I'm the same. I wake up at 6:30 on weekdays, but I love sleeping in on Saturdays and Sundays.
So, everyone watching, what time do you wake up? Please write your answer in the comments below.
You can write a simple sentence like, I wake up at 7 a.m. or I wake up at 6:30 in the morning.
We read as many comments as we can, and we love hearing from you. It's also great practice for your English writing.
Don't be nervous. Even a short sentence is perfect. We're all here to learn together.
Before we finish, we want to say thank you for watching today.
Learning English is a journey, and we're so happy to be part of your journey.
Remember to be patient with yourself. Some days you'll feel confident. Some days you'll struggle. That's completely normal.
Just keep practicing a little bit every day. Watch videos, listen to podcasts, read books, and speak as much as you can.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are learning English.
And don't forget to subscribe to English Talk and click the bell so you never miss our new videos.
We post new lessons every day with practical topics just like this one.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone.